Hello, Las Vegas. This is Rolando Larraz with Face the Tribune. Remember, if you have nothing to hide, if you're not a corrupted politician or a corrupted elected official, you can face the Tribune. Otherwise, the Tribune is going to face you, And my co-host, Chris Garcia, is waiting for his limo, and the limo just dropped him off, and he's here today. And I tell you, Chris, welcome to Face the Tribune again.
Hello.
I started without you because I didn't want to wait.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
This is my last show. No more shows.
Yeah.
No more. This is my last show. This is my goodbye for the year 2000.
Oh. You scared me for a minute. I said, what?
Yeah. And the producer was happy.
Was he happy?
Oh, man, we getting ready. We are getting ready. I was like, stupid old man. That's what she said to me.
That's absurd.
She said to me, I wish I could get rid of you.
You hire him for a good job and you pay him a good salary. And that's
I'm paying a good salary. And then
a good salary for you.
And for you too.
I'm a volunteer. What are you talking about?
What do you mean volunteer? Yeah, of course you volunteer for the amount of money I pay you. So what's happening? What's going on? Well, I tell you, I don't know. Before we go into the local stuff, I like to. Obama is working very hard to make things to look bad for Trump when he take over.
Yes.
I wish Donald Trump would sit there in Pompano Beach or wherever he's at in Florida, sit there, relax, calm down, go take a jump in the ocean, whatever he wants to do, before until the election. Even though I got the feeling that Obama is doing everything possible. He's doing everything possible to make him look bad when he started.
Oh my God! It's so much going on. You're so right, man. I did a show on this the other day, Rolando, and you're so right, man. It's just, it's a shame. I've never seen anything like this before in my whole life. I've never seen a president treat an incoming president like this. George Bush was so nice to Barack Obama. In fact, he talked about it, that when him and Michelle were coming into the White House, the transition team was so nice to him. And he is doing everything he can to make Trump look bad.
Well,
it's crazy.
You know why? Because they know that Trump has broken all the rules. He broke all the patterns. There's no more patterns like you. No more political games. No more nothing. Everything is gonna be pam, 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 and bring back what we used to be. And that's what they don't want. They don't want that. They wanted to make sure that everything continued the same. And that's why the Bush family disgraced themselves by voting for Hillary Clinton. According to them, I don't know, I wasn't there when they voted, but they said they voted for Hillary Clinton. They are mad because they know Trump is going to fix all the, what does that mean?
That we're live on the air, she can hear us.
Oh, really? That's what I mean?
All of our millions of listeners can hear us.
Oh, I thought she was agreeing with me and what I was saying. Everybody's pissed. The Democrats, I met today a lady they used to go to church with Obama and with what's the name of that heavy-set lady that has a TV show? Oprah. Oprah. Heavy-set. Oh, wow. Oh,
He said that, Oprah.
You might have to pay for that one.
He said that, Oprah.
Huh?
I think you look wonderful.
I think she looks fabulous.
No?
She always looks fabulous, even when she's heavy set. How about that?
Oh, I didn't say that she didn't look good. I didn't say she didn't look good. You know, she's a heavy set, but she got curves.
Yes,
she got, you know, no, I don't have any problem with her weight. You know, I bet she looks good in jeans and boots. You know, I love girls in jeans and boots. You know, but anyway, she go to church with Obama and she was telling me that he is a nice guy. He said he may have changed now that he's the president, but and I'm sure you know the pressure is not the same. The problems are triple. You know, everybody changed. Look, every president going to the presidency, they got black hair. When they leave, they got white hair. You know, like Chris Garcia. You know, he's the president, and now he got white hair. You know, but I don't know.
It's serious things going on. I mean, the things that John Kerry did was just
That guy is despicable.
It's despicable. It really is.
That guy is despicable. Remember the last time he also, I think he apologized. Oh, with those people that was caught in a ship and.
Oh yeah.
You know,
those lies.
and he apologized. He thanked God. He didn't apologize. He thanks them for letting the Marines or the Navy guys out of the hook. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous how these things happening. You know, but anyway, this is our last show of the year. You know, and hopefully next year we're gonna start transmitting that FM station. If our producer getting here and start working on the added, you know, and she need to stop celebrating Christmas and New Year's all year round, you know. But I love you anyway, producer. I love you. You know, she's a good lady. You marry a good lady.
Oh yeah. But I want to take this quick time and say this, Rolando. This has been a tale of 2 years for my wife and myself.
What?
It was before we met you and after we met you. And after we got involved with the radio station and after we got to know you, the second half of the year has been so much better. I'm sure Cian would agree with me than the first. The first half of the year for my wife and myself were some difficult times. We were going through some transitions in our professional and our personal lives. And after we met you and you've given us this opportunity here at Radio Tribune and to work with you, it has been a blessing. The second half of the year has been so much better. You brought so much levity into our lives, so much humor into our lives, so much love into our lives. And we are better and blessed for knowing you.
Are you telling me I'm a clown?
No. No, we're telling you're genuinely people.
No, yeah,
This is one of the, I know he comes off sometimes when you might watch these shows and listen to him and read the articles, but he is one of the nicest men that you will ever meet in your life. No, it's the truth.
I'm here. Please wait until I leave.
No, it's the truth.
I don't.
He has blessed my wife and myself, and I'm telling you, come here, do these shows with us, support this radio station, support Rolando Larraz, support the Las Vegas Tribune. You will be blessed. He always blesses you way more than you can ever bless him. He has blessed me and my wife. He has given us an opportunity to change our life, and he's given me my own radio show. My wife is the producer here, and she loves what she does. He will bless you, so definitely, if you get a chance, watch this show. Watch it on YouTube. Listen to it on Radio Tribune. and come down, call in, be part of the show, 702-983-0711. He loves a good debate. And trust me, if you get to know him and you become part of our family, he will bless you more than you could ever bless him. And I just want to take this time and we get back to our show and just say thank you so much for what you've done for me and my wife. It has been a blessing. And we hope you're here for 100 more years. We won't say your age, but we hope you're here for 100.
Thank you for those kind words, but believe me, it's a two-way street. Definitely it's a two-way street. You also added up a different point of view, a different, and unfortunately we have to put up with your wife, but, what can I tell you?
So thank you.
Go ahead, talk.
Tell everybody the truth. I'm the one that can fix anything. I fix all your little anythings.
That's the, it wasn't somebody named the Fixer that almost going to jail or something like that. Right. Who was it? Somebody with UNLV, I think it was, no? Somebody there.
He fixed tickets though, didn't he? He fixed things. That's right, kept you out of jail.
Oh, that kind of fixing, yeah.
I'm not talking about that.
I know you do. I know you're very, very useful and very full of it. Useful. I mean, not full of it.
We're also blessed, and we don't. He stays behind the scenes, but we are so blessed to have Don Snook. And I know you can talk more about what Don does here at the radio. He's a blessing. He's been friends with this man for over 40 years. We just met and we've known him for a few months. But Don Snook works so hard, so tirelessly for this radio station and for the Las Vegas Tribune, and he does so much behind the sines. We just want to give some love to Don. Don is tremendous.
I'm blessed with his friendship, and I tell you, no matter what it is, he is there. He's a great guy.
Yes.
A great guy. He minds his own business. He's staying in his little cubby hole over there, and he doesn't bother anybody, and he's always willing to give a hand,
That's right.
It's and I tell you, if we keep working like this, and we can get more people like you and Cian, and Cian is the name of the producer.
Yes.
That's it.
Fabulous job.
Yeah, and we can build this.
Let the people see. Come in the camera for just 1 second. Let the people take a look. They never get to see her. This is our producer, Cian. It's my beautiful, beautiful wife. Yeah, look at that face. Look at that face. Yeah, finally we got to get on camera. We'll get her to do a show before it's all over. We'll get she can talk about how marriage is. She can vent for an hour.
Let's don't talk for another thing. Let's don't talk for another thing now. Look at that. You're talking about that, and she went right and lay down in the couch. You see? No, it cannot be that way.
So what's going on in Las Vegas? What's going on in Nevada?
Well, as I told you, as I kind of predicted, Michelle Fiore then lost the Congress race last November. She's going to run for city council and Ward 6, which is going to be empty when Steve Ross is time limit, time out, or whatever you call that.
Right.
So she's going to run for that. And I think I believe that is a good position for Michelle Fiore. She keep insisting in running for Congress, and I don't know why she cannot win, because I tell you, I'd rather see Michelle Fiore in Congress than I see Danny Tarkanian, but what can I tell you?
And what was her position, Rolando?
She was an assemblywoman for 2 terms. Then she didn't run for the 3rd term as she is supposed to, or she's allowed by the law to do because she wanted to run for Congress. She run before against Charlie Berkeley, and she lost. But it was very difficult to win an election against Charlie Berkeley. Charlie Berkeley, for a Democrat, she was great. She was a perennial candidate, I would call her. She win the election tonight, and tomorrow she's out there campaigning and shaking hands and talking to people. She was a 28 hours a day congresswoman. I like her very much, and but she lost to. I think she lost to. What's his name? Dean Heller. She lost to Dean Heller, which now he's going to run for re-election in Senate. But I hope he don't win, because Dean Heller is one of those guys that obey to Sandoval, and he didn't support Donald Trump when he was supposed to, and he also went to Cuba with that charade about the diplomatic relationship. And to me, anybody that go to Cuba right now is out of my league. I'm not interested to deal with them, and I hope he lose. I probably will not do anything to make him lose, because otherwise we're going to have another Democrat in Congress, but in the Senate, I mean, not in the Congress. But I hope people realize he was going to run for governor, which them I would make sure that he didn't win. But I think it is wrong. Heller is not. Heller is not for Nevada. Heller is for Heller, in my opinion. But I think it is very important that we realize that we need to elect people that are going to think about Nevada first. We don't need another Sandoval pretending to be what he's not. I'm surprised he finished these 3 terms. I'm sorry, or 2 terms, no? I don't remember. But anyway, he's term out. He cannot run anymore for governor, so thank God. Yeah. But, and that's more or less politics, I hope Steve Cicero run for governor. For a Democrat, he's not too bad, but I don't see anybody else in there then he can do a good job as a governor. I don't know if anybody else is going to run, but
most of the casino owners here, Rolando, what do they tend to vote in Las Vegas? Is they more Democrat or Republican?
I would like to say they're Republican, but they give money to both sides. They want to make sure that whoever wins is going to do good for them. But some casinos look at the MGM is in the pocket of Harry Reid, and Harry Reid is in the pocket of the MGM. So it's it is, it's politics.
Yeah.
Politics is dirty.
That's
People
right.
think prostitution is dirty. Politics is worse than politics, than prostitution.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
I'd rather have I'd rather have prostitutes than politics,
Yeah.
the politicians. You know,
Yeah.
and you know, our friend Josh Kearns is gonna be running for re-election.
Excellent. I hope he wins.
You know, he got already one person, I believe, then is running against him. I don't know if it's because qualification or because David Thomas need to have somebody over there, then they can so he can control the Municorp too. You know, it's very, very sad when you see the one man can control the most important office in our jurisdiction, which is the judicial office. He controls some of those judges, most of those judges. And that's dangerous.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
So, what is with you?
Did you see your friend Obama? He designated 2 more national monument sites, one in Utah and one right outside of Las Vegas. I mean, this dude is just, he's about to leave office. And he's getting more land for the government, before he leaves. And this is, the Republicans wanted to use some of this land to search for oil and other resources that was on this land so we can become more energy independent. And again, to try and screw Trump before he left office, he designated them national parks. So that's just one more. They say he's just throwing a temper tantrum, like he does not know what to do, because his term is, he just doesn't know what to do.
People don't want to listen to me. We're gonna have Harry Reid for a while, man.
Yeah.
Believe me. And now he's gonna be even more dangerous because he don't have to watch any
That's
rules.
right.
He don't have to protect himself from any. He can do anything he wants now. He's a private citizen. He got the right to do anything he wants.
That's right.
I think he's dangerous to the community right now, and people don't want to listen to me, It's like I was telling somebody yesterday that I went to a meeting and until January 20, when Donald Trump take office, I will not be surprised if these Democrats do something to interrupt the process.
Oh, wow.
I'm very skeptical. I don't know if Donald Trump will allow something like that to happen without a fight. But believe me, I hope he stays. They're not used to that stuff. They're not used to have a guy that win the election tonight and tomorrow he's working already.
Yes.
I've never seen anybody with more energy. And for somebody that is a womanizer, somebody that is, and so, he forget about woman and everything right now. He's concentrating in his job.
Yes.
And people don't want to look, some people, most people do realize that, even if they don't admit it in public, because I have talked to a few Democrats and they accept the fact that he is a workaholic, But he need to calm down a little bit. Don't worry about answering any BS or any kind of claims against him. Don't worry about anything like that.
Yeah.
And he will be in a little bit better of a shape because they doing everything possible
Yes.
to stop that inauguration there.
It almost seems to me, in a way, that Barack Obama, that administration's trying to start some sort of turmoil in the world. I mean, what John Kerry did behind Israel's back it's almost an act of war. And then today, Barack Obama kicked out 35 Russian intel workers from the United States, kicked them out. And so they talked to Vladimir Putin about it today, and Vladimir Putin said, because we have workers that work in Russia, in Moscow, in the intelligence community. And he said that he was going to invite them to the Kremlin for New Year's Eve dinner. He said he's not going to sink to Barack Obama's level and kick out our intel workers the way Obama did today. And he said he's looking forward to working with the Trump administration. He said he can't wait till Obama is out of office. So, but it seems like he is trying to start something before he leaves office. You're absolutely right. It's crazy. It's scary a little bit. It is. It is. That guy just won't go away. He needs to just accept it. He was a failure as a president for 8 years. He needs to just go away. But yeah, it seems like he's trying to start something. I don't know what it is. I hope that Trump, like you said, is aware. I think the Democrats are working very hard, Rolando, behind closed doors to try and interrupt this process. And I hope Trump is. I know he's a very smart man. He's always, like you said, working it on his P's and Q's.
And I'm sure he got the best team next to him. They advise him of every little thing. I believe they are completely aware of everybody has it. And those people, they have a vision. They can see where we cannot see. They know, and they have contact. They got sources. They are completely aware of, and I hope that he pass all that intelligence into us, the citizens, so we can be aware. But
what do you think Trump's? How do you think he's going to deal with Raul Castro? How do you think he's going to deal with Cuba?
He don't talk too much about Cuba.
No, he doesn't.
He don't talk too much about it, but he said he's not going to do a deal like Obama did. Give them everything they want and they get nothing in return. I'm sure that if he wants to build his administration on building and constructive, he probably will do something to gain a relationship with Cuba, but in an equal position, It's not Obama went over there and bowed to him, kissed his butt, and did nothing for us, nothing. But Obama was well known for that. He well known for apologizing and telling the world how sorry he is, and that's incredible. It's not.
Do you agree? Do you think that we should, even while Castro is in office, do you think that we should try and have a relationship with Cuba? Do you think that's even a good idea? Or?
I don't believe so, but what do I know? I don't believe so. I believe that they're going to use it. Any kind of relationship you make, any kind of deal, any kind of anything you do with Cuba is going to benefit the Castro family. That's it. Nobody else. No the Cuban, no the executive in the government. I believe the best thing you can do in Cuba is, it's like when you got cancer, you have to go and take the cancer out so you can get better. And that's what they need to do with Cuba. Take everything they have to do with Castro, get him out of the way. That's all.
Do they have any more family members past Raul?
Oh yeah, Raul had a son. He also has a daughter,
Oh my goodness.
and Fidel has Fidel Jr., which is the one that I was telling the story about the embassy in Mexico, and Fidelito, and I believe he got another son. Oh yeah, and they got enough Castros in there to make a century.
Oh my goodness. You'd have to get rid of the whole family. You'd have to exile the
Yeah.
whole family. Get them out of there.
Why exile?
Kill them.
Yeah,
Execute. Yeah.
you need to do the same thing that they did with what's his name, Bin Laden.
Yeah, they executed the sons, the wives, everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be the best thing to do. So,
Would there be any way, do you think the U.S. government could infiltrate the country and put something like that into, make something like that happen, where they could have an uprising and take out the family?
después, after they got out of that, after they get out of that situation, it might. But right now, I believe that the only way you can do that is by exterminating everything that is there. I said that long time ago, you need to clean the whole island. Brand new people, Sorry, but that's the way it is in the war. No other way.
Do you think the most Cubans in America or in Florida, do you think if they got rid of the Castro family, could you see a lot of Cuban families returning to Cuba?
Yeah. I don't know about the older people, but I don't know. Some people said the older people will be the one going over there. So, but I think some people go there with the idea and the mentality of maybe becoming, making Cuba more Americanized, or they want to get there to just to die over there. It's not that much of it's not that difficult to realize. Some people gonna go there just to spend the time they have left in this world, and the other ones they might use the experience from here and start doing some businesses and creating some organizations and become politically involved again. It's I believe that the only way that Cuba can be fixed is by the almighty dollar. It's not the government has to guide.
Yeah.
But we also know how corrupted the government is in here, so I don't know if it's, I don't know. The only way is, maybe with Donald Trump, it would be a different story,
Where do they get most of their money from now, the Cuban government? What is the financial situation like over there?
I don't know, because I believe they are in debt. I don't know how they doing it. Russians is not giving them that much money anymore. And I don't know. Mexico, definitely Mexico don't give any money out. I don't know.
Listening to Face the Tribune with Rolando Larraz. I'm your co-host, Chris Garcia. We are 35 minutes past the hour on the final show of the year. And once again, one of our main sponsors here is Mailed by Renee, and you have a wonderful downtown Las Vegas address for $10 a month. Come in and see CCN. The number there is 702-626-0716, and the first of the month is coming around. So if you're in the middle of changing addresses or anything like that, you can come in and have a wonderful downtown Las Vegas address where you can have your IDs or UPS, FedEx, or any other mail services sent to Mail by Renee. It's right off of 10th in Charleston, and once again, the number is 626-0716, 702-626-0716. 55 degrees today in Las Vegas. It's a little chilly, and I hope that everybody is getting ready for their New Year's, and please be safe. Don't drink and drive when you're out there. We don't need anybody to lose any loved ones starting off the new year. And, call a cab or have a friend service set up where you're going to get home safely. And, as everybody be careful out there, we want everybody to start the new year the right way and be with their families. What are you going to do this weekend, Rolando? Are you going to go out or stay in? Or?
I probably going to go to California and locked up myself over there. And don't go nowhere. I don't know, because they talking about the danger of a terrorist attack and something like that. I hope not. But I never been too much of a going out on holidays. Most people in Las Vegas don't go out on the holidays, but I am very, very opposed to that, because I figure that let the tourists enjoy the town, let the tourists enjoy our city, and we have the pleasure of being here all year round. I don't like to, even if I'm here in Las Vegas, I probably locked up myself in my house and don't go any place. It's not something that it's nothing new for me. I ain't going to stay in my home. I'm a homebody now after I get into my 40s and 50s.
That's
and,
right. That's
what are you looking at me for? What are you laughing at? But I think I don't know. I am very, very, I don't like surprises. That's my problem. And that's a lot of people have told me that I am a control freak. Not that I am a control freak. I wanted to know what's happening in my place when I'm not in my place, because I don't like surprises. I hate when people tell me, oh, I went to your place and, so-and-so was doing that, or, because people enjoy talking what they are supposed to.
Yes.
And I don't like surprises. I like to be aware of what's going on, not in control, but aware. You notice in the few months that you've been around Radio Tribune, then I'm not looking for the spotlight. I'm not looking for any publicity. I think I'm the only person in the journalists and the newspaper business that don't put my picture in my column. I don't care for that, but I always been that way, always. Even when I was younger, I used to go to restaurants, sit all the way in the back, while other people like the front, so they see who's coming in, and I don't know. I always been very, very secluded, I guess. I like my privacy very much. Even in Miami, when we used to go to this restaurant that we used to go, we park in the back, and we go to the kitchen, and we sit in a place where it's closed during the week. It's like a private section, and I just called the owner from from my car, or I call the owner. When I get there, I tell somebody in the kitchen to let him know that we are there. And we sit over there. He sent a waitress into that private section that is closed. And that way I can enjoy my friends. And, you know, for a nobody like me, I have the satisfaction that I got opportunities to be private without looking ostentatious. That's the word, That's what you say, ostentatious.
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 There you go.
Thank you, Miss Producer. Ostentatious.
Ostentatious.
Ostentatious. And but I always like that. My private, you know, and I do my best to stay out of the spotlight. I don't like publicity. In the old days, people used to put their picture in the column. So when this was a real city, they do that because the Metridis and the captains and they were allowed to give the complimentary meals or compliment whatever you have. And so they put their pictures so the people knew who they were, and they get comp. I never put my picture in the paper because I don't need that. People already knew who I was. I didn't need to be, you know, flashing my picture somewhere, you know. But I like peace. I like privacy. I like. I don't go to people's house where it's too many people because I don't know who is there. I don't know what those people have, who they are. Too many things now happen, and then I'm always being very careful of that. But I'm not going to keep talking about me because I don't want to give up all my habits and secrets, and you know,
I'm worried. Do you think Las Vegas is a target for terrorism? Do you think?
You know, I don't know, but I would not be surprised because it is a major destination. It's a very, very, but I don't think that it's fair that the police department and the government do not let the people that live here know what's going on so we can be protected and we can be protected. You know, I think, you know, like, I don't remember who was it said that we don't want to tell everything because it will ruin the business, it will ruin the tourist industry. Well, I'd rather lose the tourists than lose the city, you know. And but that's why I'm not in government, and they are.
Yeah.
They're intelligent. I'm not. You know, so I don't look at that as a plus. I think people should be aware of what. You know, but. Also, I realized that if you tell people what's going on, they can create their own little world and probably make it even worse, you know. So, I don't know. I just go by my instincts, you know.
You know, the one thing that worries me with these giant crowds that Las Vegas always has is how easy it would be somebody to have a weapon, you know, or anything. Do you think that they should have more metal detectors out, you know, where you have to pass through certain checkpoints to get into the crowds, you know?
I believe in that. I do. I believe that. I don't mind whatsoever going when I go to the courthouse in the mornings.
Yeah.
I don't mind going through the metal detector. I think it's protection for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't mean that it's going to be completely immune, but it diminishes the opportunity for a tragedy. Definitely diminish.
Yes, absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, that always worries me when I go on the Strip or I go on the Fremont Experience. For those of you that have been to Las Vegas before, you know what I'm talking about. And sometimes it is so crowded on the weekends, or especially coming up New Year's Eve, it's going to be packed. I mean, it's hundreds of thousands of people are going to be here. And, you know, somebody could just pull out a weapon or set off a dirty bomb or anything, and it's so packed in, you know, it would just be chaos.
Yeah.
You know, people start running and things like that. I believe they should have more metal detectors put in place in cities like Vegas and New York and stuff like that, you know. I do believe that.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't believe in going out. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe I'm a coward.
No.
You know.
Oh, you're smart.
But I always been that way. I didn't go out in the weekends. I usually go out from Sunday to Thursday. You know, all that stuff that I've been doing year after year after year. And, you know, when you live in this town, which is the best city of them all,
Yes, it is.
you know, you learn to avoid the crowd. You learn to avoid the tourists. You learn to avoid all that BS they happen in the Strip.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we got about 5-6 minutes left in the show. Is there anything you want to tell the people out there, Rolando, for the new year?
I just wanted to thank everybody for the support they've given us. I wanted to thank all those people in office. They give us the energy that we need, the positive energy that we need to keep going.
Yes.
You know, and we don't have to agree all the time with each other. And some of those people realize that, and they you know, like Buck Beer, for example, Larry Brown, those people that are there, and they give us the energy by compliment our job, and of course we thank everybody that listen to this radio station, and we thank everybody that is read the newspaper, because without them we would not be around. You know, it's not and I'm grateful that I can be here and serve a purpose. That's my main intention.
Yes. What are your thoughts on Trump? What would you like to see him get done this year? As soon as he comes in office, what are some of the main things you think he needs to come in and try and get done as fast as possible?
Well, he's gonna have a little problem getting people nominated to the jobs that he wants. So, what I would like to see is the laws to be enforced, every law, and make sure that he give the people of the United States what he's been promising for the last 15, 16, 17 months.
Yes.
and hopefully he don't forget about what he told them, and maybe next year we can get a better piece of bread, and we do the best we can to build what we wanted to build, and leave that as a legacy. I like to leave. I like people to say when I'm gone, people say, well, he might be crazy, but he did this good, Even criminals like Harry Reid, he got people telling us the good thing he did. I don't remember anything good Harry Reid said or did, but his friends find stuff that he did, and even Harry Reid have good things done. Why not? Why be so difficult with me? Why be so strong against me? They cannot recognize what I like to do. It's not then I care one way or the other one. I'm going to do what I think is better for Nevada and what is better for Las Vegas. But this guy, Republican guy, I need him to.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
But in the meantime, I wanted to thank Cian Garcia for her friendship and her help in this organization, and tell her how much I appreciate her, and of course you as my co-host, and you host your own show. I'm grateful to Gordon Martinez and
Yes.
Maramis. Maramis, I don't know if you ever met Maramis or not, but
No.
She's been with us for almost 10 years now, and she is a wonderful human being and a great person, and we're doing whatever we need to do, and I appreciate what she do for the newspaper. And then you got, of course, like you said, Don Snook.
Yes.
Without Don, we are nothing.
Yes.
I think we are fine.
Yes. So many things to be thankful for. It's a great 2016. It's going to be a bigger and better 2017 here at Radio Tribune, Las Vegas Tribune. And once again, we're on 12 to 1 o'clock Pacific time. Face the Tribune with the legendary Rolando Larraz. We're so blessed. And stay tuned to my show, The Conservative American, Chris Garcia, which will be on from 1 to 1:30. This is our last show of the year, and Rolando, I'm sure, shares my sentiments. Do not drink and drive. Do not be intoxicated and get behind the wheels and take anybody's life. It is something that you will have to live with for the rest of your life. And trust me, Las Vegas comes down very hard on drunken drivers. You will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. We have a wonderful DA right now that's in office, and they do not play when it comes to driving and drinking, and that goes for all over the country.
That's true, and also intoxicated with any kind of drugs.
Right.
If you're gonna do drugs, do it at home.
That's right.
I'm not gonna judge anybody.
That's right.
You want to do it, go ahead and do it, but do it at home.
That's
Don't go out in the traffic. Are you telling me that you cut me off already? You did? Okay, I'm off.
2017
Okay.
is going to be a great
Happy New Year, lady.
Stay tuned for big shows and big guests. Big guests coming up in 2017. We're going to have a great year here at Radio Tribune. And please stay with us. It's going to be a big year, bigger, better things coming. God bless America. God bless our troops all over the world. Have a great new year. And Godspeed to Donald Trump.